Hello, today we are going to review the case of the company Research in Motion. In this presentation, we are going to analyze its journey down the years. So firstly, Research in Motion or RIM is a Canadian telecom company best known for the BlackBerry brand of smartphones and tablets that we have often seen in people's hands. Now let's see the story of Research in Motion through the hourglass of time from the very beginning. RIM was founded in 1984 by Mike Lazaridis and Douglas Fregan when they were engineering students. Fregan later left the company and Mike hired Jim Balsillie in 1992 as the co-CEO. The image on the left is that of Mike and that on the left is Jim. RIM always was a frontrunner in the matter of innovation. They continuously strived to change the way people communicated, which they did. In 1996, they introduced Interactive Pager, which was the first wireless handheld messaging device. This cemented its position as the leader in innovation, and RIM took off on its flight of success. Come 1997, RIM, basking in its glory, went public when it was listed on the Toronto Stock Exchange. The first BlackBerry was introduced in 1998, which gave rise to the age of wireless portable devices. People went absolute berserk over these new two-way messaging devices, which brought about the more tongue-in-cheek name Crackberry. BlackBerry was named so because of the resemblance of its tiny QWERTY buttons to the fruit. Now let's have a look at the core brand values of RIM. The biggest vantage point of RIM was security. It ensured that the communication between the messaging devices was encrypted and secure from external eavesdropping. Next was productivity. BlackBerry phones strived to give the maximum productivity in terms of battery life, durability, minimal bugs, and other features. Reliability. RIM promised its consumer base that BlackBerry phones were trustworthy of the features that they came with. With the above three core values, naturally the target customer segment for RIM was the business class. The people in black suits who put their work first and required a secure line of communication for their purposes. It also catered to government agencies and industrial plants. The 9/11 incident brought the secure channels of RIM into use for the US government, and sales absolutely soared. These ads by RIM are testaments of its focused marketing attempts. They projected BlackBerry as an absolute must-have for the working class, the elite and the executives. As a result, BlackBerry was soaring on sales, which we would call here the BlackBerry boom. So why exactly did they rise? Let's evaluate the factors that led to the phenomenal success of Research in Motion. First and foremost, innovation spearhead. RIM continuously reinvented and innovated its line of products to provide its customers with high security capabilities and essential business features. Its top-notch secure communication channels were its vantage points. End-to-end solution provider. RIM not only produced the hardware but also the software that made BlackBerry line of products work. This made it self-sufficient in the truest sense of the word. But the biggest role was played by its partnership with multiple carriers over the world. This gave RIM two big advantages. 1. Consumers did not have to worry about their geographical location and breaking existing carrier contracts when they used BlackBerry products. So, it broke geographical boundaries. 2. It also provided unique products for different carriers and audiences. It licensed its architecture to third-party devices, making BlackBerry wireless solutions available to other companies. This led to a huge amount of customization. It was 2007, and we all saw the phenomenal introduction of Apple iPhones. But somewhere there was the impending decline of an empire called Research in Motion. The next ad very well presents the rivalry between Apple and RIM. was the competition RIM faced in the field that it had been reigning for the last few decades. What went wrong? Let's see. First and foremost, negligence to innovation imperative. RIM was still riding on the success of catering to the business class and the promise of providing secure modes of communication in handheld devices. Not long after, it was soon trailing Apple in terms of market share in the US, even though in 2007 it had registered 1 million subscribers the same year Apple iPhone was launched. Next came ineffective competitor research. RIM grossly ignored and underestimated the innovative designs that Apple iPhones came with. Its executives thought their loyal business class cared more for productivity and security, which of course was proven wrong later. So now, Research in Motion went into damage control mode, but maybe it was tad too late to recover. It introduced BlackBerry Bold, a smartphone made to rival iPhone in terms of features and design, but it turned out to be a late entry product and hence was received with lukewarm response. Having commercialized wrongly, it neither appealed to the innovator sector nor the early majority, and RIM lost huge market share. For the very first time, RIM moved to mass advertising campaigns to secure a wider consumer base. It introduced photo, video, music capabilities to appease the masses. The following ad is an excellent example of how BlackBerry changed its market positioning in defining its consumer base.
We wear cool suits, we wear shiny shoes, we're the Blackberry Boys. Oh yeah, we're the Blackberry Boys. We're special, we're clever, we're very, very clever. We're the Blackberry Boys. Oh yeah, we're the Blackberry Boys. We do chat and we do mail. We do surf, we do all on the move. 'Cause we're the Blackberry Boys. Oh yeah, we're the Blackberry Boys. We're the Blackberry Boys. Oh yeah, we're the Blackberry Boys. We're the Blackberry Boys. Oh yeah, we're the Blackberry.
It was 2013 and RIM introduced its much delayed BlackBerry 10. It still came with an in-house operating system, BlackBerry OS, but it was meant for the masses. It was at this time that RIM became BlackBerry. Its then CEO, Thorsten Heinz, whom you can see in the background, did so to portray the focus of reviving BlackBerry smartphones. So currently, what is BlackBerry up to? What is its way forward? In 2015, BlackBerry introduced BB Priv, its first multi-OS smartphone meant for surviving against the tough competition it received from Apple and Google. And of course, IoT, the next big thing. BlackBerry has moved its focus onto providing one-stop IoT solutions to companies which include data intelligence, cloud services, etc. BlackBerry, being an entire industry in itself, unlike most telecom companies, surely can play its diversity as a trump card. So let's now summarize our analysis so far. What have we seen? We started off with the history of research in motion. We saw the graph of RIM rise to the pinnacle of success and evaluated its factors. We then moved on to finding what RIM stood for, what its core brand values were. Why did RIM decline? And its factors were also evaluated. Then we finished off with the current position of BlackBerry and its way forward. Thank you very much.